Good day everyone. So my name is Jana Pido together with Aina Marie Rancap and our report is about market positioning. So now let's talk about the market positioning. Market positioning is a strategic process of establishing a brand or a product in a specific market in a way that differentiate from its competitor. The goal of market positioning is to create a unique impression in the customer's mind that they perceive the brand or product in a particular way. Market positioning is the process of arranging a product to occupy a clear, distinct, and desirable place in relation to the other competing product in the market and in the mindset of the target customer. The last stage of product identification process after the entrepreneur has conducted market segmentation and has already identified the particular segment to serve. The first step is you have to identify the target market. Understand who your customer are, including their demographic, psychographic, and buying behaviors. Segmenting the market helps in tailoring positioning strategies to meet specific needs. The second one is to analyze competitors. Conduct a competitive analysis to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the competitors. This involves evaluating their positioning strategies and identifying gaps in the market. The third is to identify unique selling proposition. Identify what makes your product or your brand unique. This could be on quality, price, features, services, and other factors. The fourth is to develop a positioning statement. Craft a clear and concise statement that conveys the unique value of the product or brand to the target market. This statement should highlight the benefit and differences or the differences of your product to other competitor or the other product. Number 4 is to the number 5 is communicate the positioning. Use marketing mix elements, which is the product, price, place, and promotion to communicate the positioning to the market. This includes branding, advertising, packaging, and other marketing strategies. 6, and the last step is to monitor and adjust. Continuously monitor the market and customer feedback to ensure the positioning remains relevant. Adjust strategies as needed based on the market changes and competitor factors. Now let's talk about the process of determining the market positioning. The first is the entrepreneur determines if the market position is distinct from other. To determine the market position is distinct from other, an entrepreneur first conduct a competitive analysis to evaluate the positioning strategies of key competitors. They identify unique selling points and assess if these are being effectively communicated and perceived by the target market. Next, they gather customer feedback and market research data to understand consumer perceptions and preferences. Then they compare their brand's attributes, messaging, and overall value proposition against competitor to spot any overlaps or gaps. If their brand offer unique benefits or fulfills unmet needs that competitors do not, they confirm distinct market positioning. Finally, they continuously monitor the market and adjust their strategy to maintain differentiation and resilience. The next one is the entrepreneur evaluates the advantage or benefits of every possible market position. The entrepreneur evaluates the advantage or benefits of every positive and possible market position by systematically assessing each competitor's potentials to meet customer needs, differentiate from competitors, and align with the company's strength. They analyze market research data to understand customer preferences, and pain points. Then map out how each position can uniquely address this aspect. They consider factors like market size, growth potential, and the profitability to determine the viability of each position. Additionally, the entrepreneurs evaluate how well each position leverages the company's unique capabilities and resources, ensuring it can be executed. The next one is the entrepreneur decide on the market position. The entrepreneur decide on the market position by first analyzing detailed market research and identifying consumers' need and preferences. Then by segmenting the market to pinpoint the most attractive and relevant customer groups. Conducting a true competitive analysis helps them understand the strengths and weaknesses of the competitor's positioning. With the information, they identify the unique selling position that differentiates their brand and aligns with the target market needs. They develop a clear and concise positioning statement that particular this USP. Finally, they align their marketing mix, the product price, place, and promotion to concisely communicate and reinforce this positioning in the marketplace. The next is the entrepreneur should determine if the product is truly differentiated from competitors primarily in terms of value and benefits. Entrepreneur should determine if the product is truly differentiated from competitors by assessing the unique value and benefits of its offers compared to the other market options. This involves analyzing customer feedback in the market research to identify specific features or advantages that resonate most of the target audience. They should also compare these unique aspects against competitors to ensure they are not easily replicable and genuinely fulfill and meet customer needs. Finally, they must evaluate if the differentiation is significant enough to influence purchasing decision and provide a sustainable competitive advantage. Last is the two dimension that will differentiate the product from its competitor in the market are lower price and the more benefits. Two dimension Dimensions that will differentiate the product from competitors in the market are low price and more benefits. Offering a low price can attract cost conscious customer while providing more benefits such as superior quality, innovative features, and exceptional customer service can appeal to this seeking greater value of the purchase.
Hi, good day everyone. I'm Aina Marie Arancap going to discuss the criteria on evaluating the benefits of every market positioning. First is identifiable. Identifiable, the benefit or attribute is easily associated with the product. The customer should be able to easily identify any benefit that can be derived from the product. Ito ay isang concept ng negosyo at marketing. Ang mga benefit or katangian ng isang product ay dapat na madaling matukoy ng mga customer. Na ang kahulugan nito ay na ang customer ay dapat na madaling makilala at maunawaan ang halaga o kalamangan na maaari nilang makuha mula sa product. Ito ay mahalaga sa process of marketing dahil nakakatulong ito sa paglikha ng kamalayan at interes sa mga potensyal na customer. Kung ang mga benefits o katangian ng isang product ay hindi madaling matukoy, maaaring hindi makita ng mga customer ang halaga sa product at maaaring hindi interesadong bilhin ito. Sapagkat ang paggawa ng mga benefit o katangian ng isang produkto na madaling matukoy sa isang pangunahing diskarte sa marketing. Second is the beneficial. Beneficial is the attribute provides variable benefits to the target customers. Ito ay isang concept ng negosyo at marketing Ang isang katangian ay tumutukoy sa isang katangian o tampok ng isang product or service na maaaring magamit upang maiba ito sa mga kakompetensya. Kapag ang isang katangian ay ilalarawan bilang kapaki-pakinabang, nangangahulugang ito na nag-aalok ito ng mahalagang pakinabang o positive result na ang mga target ng customer. Ito ay maaaring anyo ng improved performance, enhanced user experience, cost savings, or any positive impact that resonates na sumasa-ilalim sa target ng customer. Ang mga kapaki-pakinabang na katangian ay mahalaga sa pag-impluwensya sa desisyon sa pagbili ng isang customer, habang binibigyan diin ng mga ito ang posisyon ng halaga sa isang product o service. Third is the distinctive advantage. Distinctive advantage is the attribute is distinct to the product and can hardly be copied by the competitors. Isang distinctive advantage ay mahalaga para sa isang company na tumayo sa isang masikap na merkado. Ang advantage na ito ay maaaring nasa anyo ng superior quality, unique features, better customer service, or any attributes that competitors find difficult to replicate. Kapag ang isang product o service ay may distinctive advantage, maaari itong mag-utos ng higher price, attract more customers, and achieve greater market share, and ang mga company ay madalas na nagsusumikap na mapanatili ang kanilang distinctive advantage sa pamamagitan ng patuloy na pagbabago at pagpaabuti sa kanilang mga alok. However, it is important for businesses to recognize the competitors can always try to emulate and improve upon a distinctive advantage. So, it's essential for companies to continually innovate and adapt the changes market conditions. The last one is the efficient and rewarding. Efficient and rewarding is the cost in attaching the attribute or value to product is higher than the expected benefits in term of profit. Ito ay tumutukoy sa cost-benefit analysis sa isang negosyo. Ito ay isang paraan na ginagamit upang suriin ang mga potential return sa isang pamumuhunan o project. Kabilang dito ang paghahambing ng mga gastos na nakaugnay sa isang project o pamumuhunan sa mga potensyal na benepisyo o kita na maaaring makuha. Kung ang mga gastos ay hindi mataas kaysa sa inaasahang mga benefits, ito ay maituturing na mahusay at kapaki-pakinabang. Dahil ang negosyo ay inaasahang kumita, na siyang pangunahing layunin ng anumang pagpupunyagi ng negosyo. Sumakatuwid ang pag-attach ng katangian o halaga ng isang product sa paraang hindi nagre-resulta sa mataas na gastos kaysa sa inaasahang mga benefits, ay talagang mahusay at kapaki-pakinabang. Then next is seizing the market positioning. The last phase of market positioning after differentiating the product from other terms of benefits and attributes, it is make the decision on where is positioned the product. There have two dimensions in product positioning, the price and the quality. Price refers to the amount of money that is needed to buy the product or service. When we say price, in economics, ang price ay isang halaga ng pera na itinalaga sa mga product o serbisyo. Ito ay ang halaga ng pera na dapat bayaran sa isang mamimili upang makakuha ng isang particular na product o service. Ang price ay isang product o service ay tumutukoy sa supply at demand. Kung mataas ang demand para sa isang product at mababa ang supply, karaniwang mataas ang price. Sa kabaligtaran, kung mababa naman ang demand at mataas ang supply, kadalasang mababa ang price. Next is quality. Quality refers to the inherent or distinguished characteristic of something, especially when compared to other things of a similar kind. And when we say quality, ang quality ay kadalasang ginagamit sa iba't ibang context. Ngunit sa pangkahalatang kahulugan, ito ay tumutukoy sa likas o natatanging katangian ng isang bagay. Ang mga katangiang ito ay maaaring pisikal, tulad ng kinis ng isang ibabaw o hindi nakikita, tulad ng karapatan ng isang tao. Ang quality ay kadalasang ginagamit upang ihambing ang isang bagay sa isa pa, upang matukoy ang higit na kahusayan, kababaan, o pagkapantay-pantay nito. Halimbawa, maaaring sabihin ng isang tao na ang isang tatak ng kotse ay may mahusay na kalidad kaysa sa isa pa. Ibig sabihin, mas kakaunti ang depekto nito. Mas maaasahan o mag-aalok ng mas maraming future para sa presyo. Ang context ng mga personal na katangian, maaaring sabihin ng isang tao na ang isang tao ay magandang kalidad ng karekta. Ibig sabihin, sila ay tapat, mabait at mapagkakatiwalaan. Sa buod, ang kalidad ay isang sukatan ng mga likas na katangian ng isang bagay o tao, na kadalasang ginagamit para sa paghahambing.